What if I told you that one of Hollywood's most revered legends was discovered dead with his spouse, in circumstances so enigmatic that even seasoned investigators find them hard to understand? If you thought this was just another depressing celebrity passing the timeline discrepancies and unusual evidence suggest something far more disturbing. Stay with me. This story isn't what anyone expected. Before we continue, Gene Hackman, the man who gave us unforgettable performances in The French Connection and Unforgiven, and his wife Betsy Arakawa were found in their New Mexico home last week, and what investigators discovered has raised alarming questions that nobody saw coming. Your assistance enables us to share these significant stories with you. The discovery of Gene Hackman, 95, and his wife Betsy Arakawa, 64, dead in their Santa Fe, New Mexico home on February 26, 2025, shocked the entertainment industry. What at first might have been ascribed to natural causes swiftly became more complicated when maintenance workers who hadn't heard from the couple in days made the grim discovery that left investigators perplexed. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office noticed something strange right away, even though neither body showed any signs of external trauma or forced entry. Betsy had been dead for a while before being found, as evidenced by the substantial decomposition of her remains. Authorities classified these deaths as suspicious due to this concerning timeline discrepancy, and autopsy results are still pending as investigators meticulously piece together what transpired in the couple's remote home. We are currently conducting a comprehensive investigation into the deaths of Mr. Hackman and Miss Arakawa. Sheriff Mar Rodriguez informed reporters that while we acknowledge the public interest in light of Mr. Hackman's status, we are dedicated to following the facts wherever it leads. Leslie Hackman's latest statement only serves to further complicate matters. In an emotional statement to the media, Gene's daughter from his first marriage said that her father was in excellent physical health despite his advanced age. Leslie, the Oscar-winning actor, regularly practiced yoga and Pilates and led an active lifestyle that was out of character for someone in their mid-90s. There was no sign of any issues. "This just doesn't make sense to any of us," Leslie underlined in her voice. "My dad was remarkably spry and sharp for someone his age. He still had that commanding presence and quick wit that defined his career." Leslie's observations about her father's relationship with Betsy depict a devoted 3-decade partnership that was essentially unheard of in Hollywood circles. She gave Betsy credit for helping to keep Gene healthy and vibrant during their marriage, saying, "We had a wonderful marriage. I give all the credit to his wife Betsy for keeping him alive and thriving for so long. She was his rock, his advocate, and his best friend," Leslie added, almost echoing what her father would have said. Though less well-known than her well-known husband, Betsy Arakawa had established a prosperous career for herself as a classical pianist prior to meeting Gene in the 1980s. Friends characterize her as intelligent, cultured, and fiercely private, making her the ideal balance to Gene's more intense personality. She was also said to have played a key role in Gene's decision to retire from acting in 2004, supporting his wish to live a more genuine life, away from Hollywood's real. The timeline of their deaths has become the main focus of the investigation due to persistent demands. Preliminary findings indicate that Betsy may have died a few days before Gene, but it is still unknown whether Gene died naturally after losing his cherished wife, or whether their home environment played a role in both deaths. As officials AWA wait on toxicology tests, these issues remain unanswered, adding to the mystery. Reporters were informed by Hackman's longtime friend Dennis Quaid. 3 days prior to this incident, Gene was in excellent spirits and telling me about a new woodworking project he was beginning. There wasn't even the slightest indication that anything was amiss. Despite their want for solitude, the Santa Fe community has responded with an outpouring of grief. Residents have erected a memorial near Gene and Betsy's home as a tribute to the couple who chose their community as a haven from Hollywood. Gene and Betsy were beloved locals who made significant contributions to local causes, especially educational programs and the arts. Highlight past directors and co-stars have also conveyed their surprise. Francis Ford Coppola, who directed Hackman in The Conversation, released a statement saying, "Gene was not just one of our greatest actors but one of our most authentic human beings. His loss and the tragic circumstances surrounding it leaves a void in our cultural landscape." Gene Hackman's Hollywood legacy is still unmatched, having received 2 Academy Awards and 3 more nominations. "We understand the fascination with my father's life and career," Leslie said, "but we ask that people refrain from spreading unfounded theories during this difficult time." Hackman's contribution to cinema spans 5 decades of unforgettable performances. Unlike many celebrities who struggle after retiring, Hackman seemed to thrive in his post-Hollywood existence, becoming an accomplished novelist and pursuing passions for painting and woodworking in his New Mexico sanctuary. Please respect our need to grieve in privacy and let the authorities handle their duties. According to forensic specialists unrelated to the case, the amount of time that passed between the deaths and their discovery may make it more difficult to pinpoint the exact cause of death. Dr. Eleanor Garrison, a forensic pathologist, explained in situations where there is a significant delay in discovery, certain evidence can be compromised. The medical examiner will be looking at a wide range of possibilities as we await answers in this developing story. The mystery surrounding the deaths of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakoa serves as a reminder that real people with lives and losses worthy of our respect lie behind celebrity personas. Their relationship showed that true connection could thrive despite the harsh spotlight of fame, and their peaceful life in Santa Fe represented a conscious decision to value authenticity over celebrity. World has lost not just a legendary actor, but a man who represented the best of what Hollywood could produce, someone who never forgot his humble beginnings and who valued substance over status. Even though there are still unanswered questions regarding Gene Hackman's final chapter, his legacy will live on thanks to his extraordinary body of work. If you enjoyed our thoughtful coverage of this unfolding story, please take a moment to like this video and share it with other fans of Gene Hackman's work. Subscribe for more polite coverage of celebrity news that goes beyond sensational headlines. Leave your favorite Gene Hackman movie or memory in the comments below as we pay tribute to this incredible talent. Thank you for watching.